Hey, this is Anney.
And Samantha.
And welcome to Stuff I Never Told You, production of iHeartRadio.
And welcome to today's happy hour, which I forgot I was doing. Y'all, forewarned, I'm a little scattered-brained today. So, Anney, thank you. I know you've been holding down the fort, as we say. I've been kind of in and out in availability, as we will say. And I know you've been holding down the fort. I appreciate that so much, especially with your flexibility. Couldn't do this without you. But yes, this is a happy hour. And before we start, just know that we are not currently being sponsored by any of the things that we are mentioning. And that also, if you are partaking of any adult stuff, so any of the stuffs that usually pertains to happy hours, do so responsibly. We care about you, obviously. Anney, are you partaking of any of the adult stuff that has something to do with happy hours?
Yes, I am. I'm having a light beer. I've become sort of the hub for my friends who just want to come to Atlanta for whatever reason. And they've left a lot of beer in my fridge, and some of it... Anyway, I'm trying to make some space.
That precious refrigerator space we mentioned previously.
Yeah.
We know it's important. If you know, you know.
Yes.
For myself, I am drinking my bubble water because, I like to be hydrated. And as scattered as my brain is today, still no day for an alcoholic beverage for myself. But with all of that, I thought it would be fun just to kind of talk about how food is interesting, like such an individual basis, especially when it comes to like snacking and eating habits. I found this interesting when I get with family. Obviously, people worry about what you eat. I think that's just a homegrown thing, making sure everybody's well fed, well taken care of, providing good food, tasty food, hopefully. I know for my family, again, we sat in our living room for meals, and most of the food, typically at the time I was growing up, were catered to my dad, his preferences as well. And growing up, now that I'm an adult, I eat how I want. Adult eating is interesting. Sometimes it's just a snack. My go-to is to have cheese, the meats, and an apple, and some kind of bread. That is a favorite meal. And I'm starting to add Korean side dishes or banchans to that meal as well. What does your habits become? Whatever is left at your house?
Yeah, kind of. I feel like the segment is sort of the answer to that question. Well, I kind of infamously, and to my friend's annoyance, I don't snack. But people give me a lot of snacks, but they're healthy snacks. And my friends don't like those snacks.
That's funny.
So they won't eat them, and then they get mad that I don't have any snacks. But I'm very much like what I have, that is what I'm going to eat.
Yeah.
If it's going bad, that is what I'm going to eat.
Right.
Does it have mold on it? Okay, maybe I won't eat it. Maybe I will, to be honest with you.
Yes, I know. I've heard this story. Look, what are you doing? Stop that.
Yeah. But I won't feed it to you.
No, it's true.
That is my choice that I make. And I don't always make it. Yeah. Well, not unless that's what the whole thing is. But yeah.
That's so funny. No, yeah. I think it's really funny because since my partner and I started living together, I do all the shopping for the most part. And then so all of the food base is my decision. I do a chunk of the meals. And then the half of the days, I'm like, you make your own stuff. I'm making noodles. You eat what you want type of situation. Or fend for yourself meals, or I've already eaten my snacks. But I'm also really picky about if I'm not interested in it, I'm not going to eat it. As where my partner will pick up, kind of like you, if it's there, he's going to eat it. He doesn't want to waste things, which is great. He's also the one that buys things on sales and not necessarily because he wants it, which drives me crazy. I don't know why. And I don't know if it's because growing up, like I said, being in an orphanage, coming into the U.S. at 8, 7, trying to figure everything out. And now I'm like, I'm an adult. I don't have to buy that if I don't want to. If I don't enjoy that, I'm not eating that type of conversation in my head.
Yeah.
But it is nice to have him around so I don't feel so bad. And he does take up. I'm like, oh, good. You eat it. I don't want those leftovers anymore. You eat it. I made this and it tastes weird to me. You eat it.
That is nice to have. There's a balance there.
There's a balance.
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, see, we're working out on this note. But I think it's also interesting. And like, when you come over to my house, I want to feed you. Like, and because I feel like this is me taking care of you as a friend and showing you how much I care, I also have tons of snacks. I love snacks. And I think this is also partially due to my childhood when my mom also like based her grocery list on what's on sale. Buy one, get one. Like we used to get the $5 for $1 hamburgers from McDonald's, and I hated it. I hated their hamburgers. I still do.
Yeah.
Haven't been for a long time, but hated, despised that. But that's sometimes what you would have. We would have, not a sponsor, Laurel Lynn chips, which always felt like they were always burnt and not as good, which could be in my head.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I was always jealous of the kids that brought in their like little fruit snacks and Lunchables. I was like, why can't I have a Lunchable? And the handy snacks.
The Lunchable.
Yes. And
my parents wouldn't let me have one.
So growing up, I'm like, well, I'm going to buy them. Do I have Gushers in my pantry right now? Yes. Am I in my 40s? Yes. I don't know why, but I needed them.
Yeah.
I say very loosely.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also you caught me because I also have vanilla wafers in there.
Yes.
And then they're the tiny ones. And I love those snacks as well. And I just like, seeing things like that made me think, oh, they have money. Not that I'm trying to show I have money. I'm just trying to be like, yeah, I want that. That's what I want. As I said, I feel like I was deprived of as a kid. The cheese sticks. We still buy, it's like string cheese.
Oh,
I bought those because I was so jealous of the kids.
I do like string cheese though. That I'm on board with.
You don't like the Gushers?
I do like Gushers. See, okay, this is where me and my friend got into a fight.
Oh no!
Recently.
Recently, even?
Yes, we were talking about this. I have a friend. She loves snacks, and she was very angry with me that I didn't have any snacks. And she said to me, like, "Why would you do this? Why would you deprive yourself? Because I know you like Gushers. I know you like she kept saying, like, I know you like these things. I was like, well, I'm good though.
Yeah.
But yes, there are plenty of snacks that I do like. And I did have a fondness for Gushers. I did.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like, it's definitely different things in what brings you joy, what doesn't bring you joy, what brings you stress versus all of that. And that's definitely a different type of conversation. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's interesting as we talk about different people going to different people's houses. I love like all of the social media that talk about, you're in a Greek home when you come over and they're like, no, you have to eat this lamb or you have to eat this like rice or you have to, all these dishes. You can't leave. And if you say you're not hungry, that's almost offensive. Like those are the stereotypes I know. But like it's giving love in such a different way. And I'll also like the Asian community, they're all the same thing. Like we're sending you home things. You take these home. You take this home. Which I also do that inadvertently without thinking about it. I'm like, you take this home. Take this home. To the point that like, even to the part, my partner sometimes be like, I wanted that. And you gave it away. And I was like, I'm sorry. You have to tell me in advance because I'm gonna send it all. If it makes them happy, I'm gonna send it with them. Yes, I have currently 2 takeout containers that Samantha sent me with that were full of food. If you like it, and I made it, then that makes me so happy. Yeah. Although I feel like sometimes people are lying to me just to be like, we can't tell her it wasn't good. So we're just gonna have to take it with a smile. I don't think I've ever had that experience with you, but I'm sure that... Would you ever tell me though? I'm trying to think of a situation where I would. I'm sure there is one that I might. But I think it would be because everyone was miserable. You know what I mean? Like if it felt like it was acceptable to, like everyone thought it was bad. I don't think anyone told me that. That would have been interesting because I've yet to hear everyone. Because I am like that I guess I'm like a mom figure. That once you tell me you like something, you're getting it for the rest of your life until you tell me to stop.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess the situation I'm envisioning would be a like even you didn't like it. Like something went really wrong and we could all admit.
That would be interesting.
But so it would be like a one-time dish. It wouldn't be a like recurrent lie that I would tell.
I'll give you that. I'm pretty sure because I was like feeding people this week and I was like, you eat this, I made this. I'm like, I can't tell if you're just lying to me or you're just eating it just for the sake of eating it and keeping the peace, which is I've done that.
Yeah.
It's also kind of funny, like cooking styles. My partner and I's cooking styles are so different. I am by the book. And once I figured out what I like about the recipe, then I'll change things up. My partner from jump makes it his own. Like he might have looked at it for 30 seconds and I've given him the ingredients and then half of those things may or may not be used and other things will be added. And if there's an opportunity to use black garlic, immediately.
Yeah. He's got his go-tos, for sure. He's got his go-tos.
Well, when we used to like share recipes or share things, we need to come back and do another episode of that. Like we need to find and do like, hey y'all, we've got this new thing that we have because I've got some bonchons up my sleeves that I think I need to share. Because we talked about this before about the aging thing and the whole retinol carrot thing, which is really odd to me anyway. But those carrots are really good.
Yeah. I'm always happy to receive a recipe. I'm much more like your partner where I'm very cavalier. I'm like, what do I have? That's what's going to go in there.
That's fair. And that drives me crazy because I'm like, I have to go buy these things that I've never used before.
Mm-hmm.
And I will do it.
Well, that's the interesting thing too, is like, I've joked half seriously before, but there are some people I just feel I couldn't live with because of their eating habits, their cooking habits, their washing dishes habits.
Oh.
But I just think there is something interesting about, like, my friend was legitimately angry about this snacking thing. She was angry with me. She was angry there weren't snacks. It's like, you could have brought your own snacks.
I mean,
which I'm sure didn't help the argument.
I'm surprised Marissa didn't come in with a bag of things. She even brought, not too long ago, over to the house her own Easter gummies. And I was like, where did this come from? And left them. And I was thoroughly confused.
She bought some more. So Marissa is one of the friends that was involved in this fight. And she knew to bring snacks.
Right.
Actually, my other friend Katie, who was so mad at me, called Marissa
to bring more snacks.
Her to bring more snacks. And I was just confused by the whole situation. And I was like, I have these dried shishitos. And she was like, no, I need the processed snacks.
Oh my God. Well, dried shishitos. She also doesn't like too many spicy things.
She doesn't like too many spicy things. But
the dried too much
shishitos are not that spicy. We are.
Oh, no. No, but like she comes to, hopefully, because I'm usually the one that's giving her more food than she actually wants. Half the time, I think. But I'm like, no, but you should have this and this. Because we had one night that was themed, essentially snacks, snackish food, based on the episodes. And I had so much out to the point that Marissa even laughed at me. And again, Marissa's the queen of bringing things over. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is, like, I do get it. I make fun of it a lot. I love you. But I recently hosted them and I made this whole meal and all this stuff. And it was fun because I was like thinking about, here's how it's going to be laid out. And here's when the things are going to come out and it's going to be so good. They filled up on the damn snack.
Okay, I get that. I'm like, if I worked on something and then you didn't eat it, I'd be like, I'm going to throw this at you. You will eat it.
It was really good. I'm going to say it was really good.
I'm sad I missed out on that one. We've been talking about the one you did, which I'm sure we'll talk a little bit more.
Yeah, this is our Last of Us watch parties.
We got to think of for the finale. It's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening, y'all. Okay, well, thank you for coming on this journey because, again, like a little bit frazzled, but it's always kind of nice to have a normalized conversation. And we're going to come back with recipes. I think we need to think on like an Anney and Sam recommended. These are the
Ooh.
snacks you should try, or foods, or drinks.
Oh, yes. I'm all into that. And listeners, if you're willing to share any recipes, please let us know. That could be really fun. A recipe exchange.
Yes.
You can email us at hello@stuffmomnevertoldyou.com. You can find us on Blue Sky at Momstuff Podcast or on Instagram and TikTok at Stuff Mom Never Told You. We're also on YouTube. We have a TeePublic store and we have a book you can get wherever you get your books. Thanks as always to our super producer Christina, our executive producer Maya, and our contributor Joey.
Thank you.
And thanks to you for listening. Stuff Mom Never Told You is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, you can check out the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.